And it's Black Chaos. Setting up. Mind Shuffle. There comes the Azamina, possibly part of the deck with the Sinful Spoil engines, which get things going. We had a little bit of a taste yesterday, although it wasn't with Yugioh, of this sort of deck and how it can rely heavily on Link Monsters. And especially on cross ship, you can get you know, a lot of bonus effects because you're able to access both fusions and ritual monsters, and that way you get pretty much both effects. I was on the analysis and I remember Leo was shocked when he found out that cross ship is not just choose one, but is apply all of the effects in sequence. So that is a crucial combo piece here, because again it allows you to summon back one and then draw two and discard two when you have both the ritual and the fusion. So we could expect to see that later on, but for now, as we've seen, Fuvalos is there, so Link climbing suddenly doesn't feel ideal.
So they also Yugioh opened up with a second copy of the Mind Shuffle, so that's essentially their reasons why, you know, a second copy is in every single duelist deck, because otherwise it's just too big of a risk to play one.
Yeah, obviously unfortunate, but we take it. And I'm not sure how you maneuver through the Fuva here.
Yeah, the Fuva here is annoying. It's just a matter of you know, how much you want your opponent to draw. Maybe one card could be okay.
But this is the big difference again with choosing this version. You have a lot more upside, but you definitely suffer more from Fuvalos.
Yeah, something here we don't really see often. As mentioned, Yugioh is playing a little bit different version of the deck with the Dark Magician called Magician's Apprentice, which searches the Shining Sarcophagus.
Yep. Again, it's mainly a way to link climb, which in this case is going to be a bit of an issue, but what this allows you to do is pretty much escalate from, again, this cross ship. We have seen a combo with Firewood Dragon, which you can go for with the protect code Talker. And then the cool part about it is that you can send even an entrap like Ash Blossom from deck to graveyard, and then you can get it back with the Firewall, because you're able to use it twice. For example, sending a Dark with the Magician Soul. If you don't have already access, you can then get back that card with a Firewall, and then by making the Abao, you can summon back the Firewall, because the effect is not related to the name, is once per copy on field, so you can recycle it, and that's the goal of the deck. But this is not what's gonna happen here, because the Mulcharmi is there.
Yeah, that's a big issue, especially because you cannot really let your opponent draw too many cards. Here, I think Yugioh is just trying to understand if and how he can extend this. It's too big of a risk just giving your opponent draws. Yeah, here just going for the Deception of the Simple Spoil. Getting the hell out of Azamina. He's gonna use it, and Florian is allowing it. So it's gonna be the first draw of the Fuvalos.
Yep.
With the Sylvia being summoned.
Again, this is one of those rounds where we can assume that they know what they're up against, and we see another interruption. The Dominus Impulse, Yugioh not happy with that. Could have been even picked up now with the draw of the Fuva. And this is a tough decision. Do we negate it? Is the big question that Yugioh is contemplating, but no, we do not.
Oh yeah, he's using the Archfin here.
Yep.
All right, to shuffle them back.
We give another draw with the IP.
I think he's really trying his best to maneuver through the Fuvalos, trying not to give his opponent many draws. Not easy, but doable. Is he playing this? Oh yeah.
Yeah. One off. Again, related to the Shining Sarcophagus, but I think we are now done. So Florian picks up his card. And let's see.
Yeah, I mean, it looked as if, okay, there's gonna be an Ash Blossom being activated. From Florian, we didn't really quite catch what
I guess
there was on. Might have been on the Mind Shuffle's effect.
I would assume so as well. Could be that it resolved. We were on the side camera for a moment, or maybe Yugioh is thinking about it. So I'm trying to take a look at the end. There is another Ash. Maybe the Ritual? Mitsurugi Ritual? Let's see. Asking for a bit more about the Shining Sarcophagus. Because it does have an effect during your opponent turns as well, which is that if they special summon from the graveyard specifically, they can discard a spell to send basically the monster to the graveyard, which can be relevant against, and this is the translation for it. Since Mitsurugi Rituals monsters, they are often summoned back from grave. So, I mean, regardless, you don't want to leave anything to chance at this stage. Might as well take the moment to read it out.
I mean, the card is nice. It's just, I think, a very different way of playing the deck. In general, it has a different type of compartment.
I think I saw Drawn and Lock in the end from Yugioh.
Oh yeah?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Against
That would
Mitsurugi,
be that would be brutal. Let's see if I'm right. Regardless, now the deck, if it wasn't known, is revealed to be Mitsu indeed. And I'm not even sure if you are happy about it or not, if you're Yugioh. Definitely not, again, super expected, but the draw is great news. Here come the extended art. version. Oh, no, yeah, got it mixed up with the BLS.
Yeah, when he gets summoned, he gets back one spell
Yep.
from the graveyard.
Inspired by the OG Dark Magician of Chaos, and it is drawn and lock indeed. Wow.
This one hurts.
Yeah, this can be so impactful, shutting down all of the searches that we know very well the Mitsurugi deck is capable of when the ritual monsters are tributed. Yeah, this Fuvalos was really good, but Yugioh, as you've mentioned, navigating it pretty well, and now we're gonna see the IP right away. Wow. Yeah. Going to resolve just for an SP. Doesn't want to take any chance. It's also possible that Florian declared or attempted to enter the battle phase to force out the IP. But yeah, I mean, I see a preparation in the end which cannot be activated. Then there is an Ash which is also pretty useless. Abakiri can be negated.
Well.
And
Impulse that he know of because he put it back.
And here comes the ritual indeed. And yes, we are gonna negate that, which leaves the last play being Abakiri. The rest of the end is not gonna help Florian here. And at the same time, you need to recover that from grave. Yeah, that's the only play you have. Anything else doesn't do it. So depending on which effect, because we don't know that, which of the two effects of the ritual were activated, we're gonna find out now which else. I hope it's going to be the summon from deck, but no, it's not. It's gonna be the summon from hand that's left for us, and this means that whatever we are gonna tribute now is not really gonna be helpful because of the draw. Really shutting down the plays from Florian.
Yeah, the Roll Lock is the card that the deck suffers the most. It's just, you know, completely blocks you off the entire strategy.
I don't really see it. If, you know, we can just attack over. Sure, we do have some protection because we have Ash and Impulse that we could use later, but we attacked
The Black Chaos. Yeah.
Yeah. We do have the Impulse plus Ash Blossom as last lines of protection. At least the last card in hand is decent for next turn, if there is gonna be a next turn for Florian. But this will be an upfield battle because Yugioh now is free from that Fuvalos.
Yeah, the issue now is that, of course, he has access once again to the Azamina, then there's the Mind Shuffle can be activated.
Yeah, I honestly don't really see it. Archifiend is what we start things off with. Let's see if Florian wants to interact. All three back, the Archifiend gets summoned. We still have 4 cards in hand, and now we can go back into the deck for the Shining Sarcophagus.
And yeah, here comes the cards that was added back with the Black Chaos, the Future Silence.
Here comes Gadget Trio, the one-off in deck. Can we say Gadget is about to top the European Championship?
Well, it's nice to
or is
see
that
it, huh?
considered false information?
It's nice to see a Gadget card in 2026.
For sure. I mean, it's not so much of a Gadget card, but we take it. And here comes the Sinful Spoil part of the deck once more, using that Gandora G. Yeah, which Florian just gonna take a read at. Yeah, I think we are now gonna finally see the impulse.
I mean, Zio knew he was there because he put it back with the Archfiend from before, so.
Shouldn't matter all that much.
The thing is, Florian is left with one card in hand, so it's...
Yeah, the Ash has been used as well. And now we only have the pre-preparation of rights in hand. No more interruption. Zio is free to do whatever he wants. And there is a lot that he can do. As mentioned, although we didn't see it because of the Fuva loss, his deck is heavily relying on Link Monsters. And I think we're gonna get to see some of that in action here. Yep, Celine. Bit of a Link climb here. We do have access code Talker in the deck as well for an easy game. And I think that's what we're gonna get here. There it is. Game goes to Zio, surviving what was a devastating Fuva loss, but then answering back with the Drawn and Lock bird that really completely shut down the deck from Florian.
No, I mean, if the Drawn and Lock is there, it's just for Mitsurugi. There's nothing you can do, honestly. It's just, he tried, he had double Ash, there was Impulse, but it was just too much, I guess.
Yeah.
You know? So it's 1-0 for Zio, which is showing us also why this deck is performing so well. We talked about how Light and Darkness Ritual is performing this weekend. So it'll be very interesting to see, you know, the different decks that advance to day 2, the different, you know, strategies that our duelists brought to the event. And, you know, not only with the branded strategy, but also, you know, this kind of new ones, I would say.
But now we have mentioned that Florian is maining the Dimension Shifter, rightfully so, but with his side deck he finds similar effects, which are extremely important also because they shut down Drawn and Lock, and that is 3 copies of Dimension Fissure. So,
Card is good.
yeah,
Card is good.
card is really good.
Yeah.
And if he is gonna get it, of course that's gonna make things much easier in the upcoming game 2. On the other hand, what do you think we could see from Zio going second?
Well, going second, you have the Ash Blossom, which are generically good. There's Pot of Slot. Pot of Slot, I really feel like it's one of those cards that no matter what, I think it's just side again. The card is just too good. It solves so many issues of consistency, and I really feel like that with Chaos Origin, you know, the set brought so much, new additions and cards that themselves are just way too good, and the card has to be there. So I really feel like this could be the cards that Yugioh could bring in. Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, that's probably gonna be it. We do see Sphere Mode and Lava Golem. They are all right, but the thing is, if you're staring down a Mitsurugi field, especially when it's composed mainly of engine, as it should be, they also make the Mitsurugi cards trickier because they are tributed. So definitely not super ideal, but let's see if we are gonna get a game 3 or if Yugioh is just gonna walk around with this one easily. So our duelists are ready. Let's not waste any time and go back to game 2. Opening ends here. Oh, and here comes that shifter.
Here it is, prep. Is there any response from Yugioh? There is good. What an opener from Florian.
Yeah.
This may be, maybe the first time we see Dimension Shifter on stream this weekend.
I think so as well.
I mean, we've mentioned that the card is it's just there every single time it gets activated. The card is way too good. There's nothing to do about it. Florian is just not really concerned about the shifter being activated and loses some of his Mitsurugi cards here. It's just
and again, also what it does is not only shut down, and I think that's it. We just pick up the cock immediately. Wow.
Unexpected. But I mean, like we mentioned it with Joshua and Herman first round. I feel like when you are so far in the tournament and you understand that maybe you cannot come back into the game, it's just better to pick up your cards. You go to game 3. There's plenty of time.
I totally agree. I mean, if you look at the clock, there are less than 30 minutes remaining. I assume we would see at least 5 to 6 minutes, if not more, from Florian, and there is really no need. Like we know, you couldn't draw because of shifter. Your graveyard would be shut down, and then they would have a full field. So I totally agree with Yugioh. Of course, it's not the best spectacle maybe to see, but it's fine. And now that means we will go to game 3, and we will get to see his deck once more, navigating through Mulcharmies and finding some interesting one-offs in the side deck.
Yeah, there's interesting cards that he is playing. There's the Quackimero Guardian, which is a card that has always been there in the Mitsurugi. There's of course the Celtic Mystic, which we showed previously with Joshua, which is essentially a graceful charity. It's just the deck is good either going first or going second. He has a lot of different options. Of course, like the number one enemy is Dimension Shifter once again here. So of course,
seeing it back to back would be wild to say the least. But yeah, gotta see. Of course, Shifter, Mulcharmies are all problematic cards when it gets to Yugioh's deck going first. On the other end, from Florian, we see some of the popular options, no evenly matched, but he is on, of course, free pot of slot that are aiming to find Lightning Storm mainly as his preferred field breaker. So let's see how this one will play out. Our duelists have only one more round, only one more game to see who can continue with the next one record. Let's see who will be the winner. Big moment, especially for Yugioh. You started kick off, you went to sleep, undefeated yesterday, losing the first round, and now another chance. If he loses again, that would be brutal. You don't want to start things off 9-0 and then lose twice, but at least he's the one going first. Are we going to see a Mulcharmi? We do not see any Mulcharmis in the end from Florian. I think all we have is Ash and Impulse, I assume, from the looks of it.
And yeah, here there's also the Gulgulet that has been sent for the Bellstar, and you know, you can also get him to search a Dark Lord card. So yeah, now Zero here is going for the Deception, and then also Fusion Summon, the newest card just released from the Chaos Origin, the newest fusion, which, you know, it's great addition, the Dark Magician of Destruction. Yeah, gets to send the Black Chaos, and then also has access to the Magician Souls. Very, very good opener here from Zio. Florian doesn't have any response at the moment, it seems.
Yeah, again, you gotta be quite careful on when to activate this Ash and the Impulse. There are a couple of decision points that are important, whether you want to try and shut down the Examinas or, you know, at the very end, prevent the Ritual from hitting the field. But here comes Ash Blossom. That's it, it's fine for Zio. Oh, and we present the deck. So we can assume maybe gonna fetch. Let's see. Important decision here on what to do.
Yeah, goes for the Magician Soul, also gets rid of the Forbidden Droplet. So, wow, I mean, got rid of an Ash Blossom, got rid of the Droplet, but drew into Grifo. That's
makes sense, honestly. Yeah. Droplet going first is not exactly premium, and especially against Mitsurugi. If they just have access to Abakiri, you can't even Droplet the Sagi. So, might as well. And got rewarded, because now we access the Light and Darkness part of the deck. The Impulse will help out Florian to slow things down even more. There it is. Probably gonna see it right here. And yes, we do. Impulse. There is a little bit of a thing going on from Zio. Big moment. And that it resolves. What can we do from here?
Still has way to continue though, because once again, there's the Dark Magician girl.
The one-off, just like in game one. And that's really good. Accessing this last part of the deck, I think we just added the Gadget Trio. Yeah, there it is. Gadget Trio making yet another appearance. And now Florian is defenseless. No more entraps. And here starts to the lane climb with the Cross Sheep. Only to revive though, no ritual because it was shut down. But still good enough to bring back the souls.
Could also tell Zio speed things off just a little bit, as, you know, regardless of 20 minutes speed, still on the round, but here,
yeah,
once again,
this is what we have seen with the Protector Croaker. You can go into the firewall line. Here we see Gandora G. We, I believe, discarded the Ash, so there is this option of getting the Ash back from the graveyard with the firewall and then bringing it back with the Abao. So that's one possible line of play. And definitely Ash is really, really strong against Mitsu. Let's see whether that will be the case. And it is indeed. We do summon the firewall. And now the Protector can go back. As they now are co-linked, we can add something back. And this is where if you don't have access to the Sinful Spoil part of the deck, you can send it with the souls and then get it back in this moment, the Black Witch specifically. Right here, right now, we are thinking about just getting back the Ash Blossom, calling it a day. No, we do indeed extend plays, as we can always get back the Entrap later on. And having a read at his own cards now, making sure it doesn't make a mistake, because if you didn't catch it earlier on during the match, we attempted to search out, but we were out of Azamina targets, and so Zio was already ended. A warning, and this is a great play, because Ash Blossom sure is good, but as we have seen in game one, Drone Lock, Bird is really the card that shuts down the deck, and now we have the option of accessing it. Yeah, you can see Florian having a read at it, because he knows where this is going. He's like, no, you're not gonna get that back, right?
And this under Ash and Impulse, pretty impressive stuff here from Zio.
Comes the Celine.
Using the Archfiend, let's see what is going to give his opponent back on top. Okay, on the bottom, yeah.
I think this is the part in which we go for the Abao, which allows us to then access Firewall later on and recover the Entrap. There it is. Firewall Dragon coming back.
Yeah, using this Celine. any Magician Soul, then it's very, very well played here by Zio. He's just considering his options and how to go and extend this even further.
Change of mind at the very last second. Okay, no, we do go for that. It's gonna be just the Charmers. Looks like it. Yep. Need to co-link the firewall to get back the draw. And now it is. Yeah, we get to summon back a couple of monsters, recovered the draw, and what an opener this has been from Zio. There is always no need to do it right away, and yeah, it's gonna be end of main. The bow comes back, and look at this. What an amazing play. We can get back both the Ash and the draw if we want. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Zio going for firewall, getting back draw, and is it gonna be just Ash or are we gonna get back some engine? That's the question. Looks like it. Yeah.
I think it's a matter also of what he's holding in hand, because I think he's left with one card, right? So it's
so these are the cards of choice. Doesn't feel like Ash is needed. But I mean, does it change much that you know draw is there? Of course, when it's a surprise, it's much better, but I don't know. You can see Florian really trying to stay focused and finding an opening on how to break this impressive field. And we start things off with Fallen and Virtuous.
which I think it's okay. Yeah, I mean, of course, like this may hurt, but not the end of the world considering Zio's hand. It's also curious to see that he didn't take back the Ash Blossom, which could be the case. He has the last remaining card, could be another
yeah,
mantra.
I think you can definitely take that angle of no, I'm just gonna stop all of your plays, and for sure Ash would have been good here because look at this pot.
Does he have it?
For 8.
I mean, if he's thinking about it, I mean, if he has Ash, yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, makes sense. The second copy was in the end. Pot of Slot here would have drawn 8 cards. But here comes the pre-preparation of rights, and although we take the +1 very happily, that's most likely gonna be the last card we are searching for the turn, because Troll and Lockbird is gonna come down from Zio. Yeah, it's Abakiri indeed. Do we have Cold Buy? Do we have any way to play around? We do not, but at least we're gonna activate the prayers to get yet another search, possibly going all in on the Murakumo. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, you might as well hope that there is nothing else, or that Zio just makes you know, a mistake and allows you to take this game back. But yeah, now the problem is we need to have access to our engine already, because if we don't have ritual, basically we can only use the ritual spell we search for. And yes, this is where we're gonna start things off here. Is there any response? No, there is not. Does this resolve? Do we clear the field? Ooh.
Oh, there's the crown.
The crown.
Wow, what an opening here from Yugioh.
Yeah, that's brutal. When Florian thought that there might be an opener, that wasn't the case. There is still the option of, since we recovered the prayers, to go for prayers and then try again with the Murakumo. Is that really going to be enough?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's great recognition. No need to risk it at all. We can get rid of the last card thanks to the Abao. And this looks like it will be game over as we go to set. The Fallen and the Virtuous, but now we are bit hopeless. Gotta say, Yugioh only on one card in hand, but not for long. Very good show by both. About 9 minutes remain in the round.
And yeah, now with the Black Cows also being added back here, it's just, I think, a matter of understanding if Yugioh can seal this one out with 8 minutes remaining.
Dark is gonna steal the Mitsurugi from the graveyard of Florian. And again, we have seen that this deck can go for Access Code Talker. Of course, you have to be careful because there is a way to play around it with the Fallen, but now we're gonna force it out with the Abao. And that pretty much means that we can have game here easily. Black Chaos. Coming. And yeah, I mean, this seems just a matter of math at this point, and not particularly complicated one either. Yeah, we need a Link 4, and that seems like it will be the access code. It is indeed. And that is the game. Access Code Talker winning Yugioh both of his games, and he advances, moving